That is satisfying. Oh, I want to do that all night. Like, tell me this game is not the cutest ever. And they will just wobble about. Like, the sheep will just walk around here.
Hi gamers! Today we're trying out Tiny Glade, a very cozy sandbox castle and village building game where you can basically make everything as long as your imagination lasts. Welcome to this brand new series on my channel where I try games for the very first time. Every week we will have a brand new episode where I try out games in the comfy niche. This niche is a little bit broader than the cozy niche. It still allows you to get comfy, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. If sometimes it seems like I'm talking to another person in these videos, that is correct. These videos were all recorded over on my Twitch streams. These have always been a little bit more broad or a little bit less niche than this YouTube channel, so I've been playing a bunch more other games over there. However, I could not keep these good and slightly chaotic vibes from you guys here over on YouTube. So even though you might not be there in chat to talk with me, I hope you still enjoy the vibes. And naturally, if you ever want to come hang out on my Twitch streams, you are super welcome to do so. The link to my Twitch stream is in the description box down below. And with that out of the way, let's actually hop into my very first time playing this game.
If you've never heard of Tiny Glade, this game is beautiful. I played the demo of this game, so I have seen a little bit of it. But they have added so many things from the demo to the real game. It is a very cozy game. I'm going to start new instead of continue because I just loaded up the game and it started with the default castle. But that's basically the one that you get with the demo as well. So we're just going to start new. Oh, we get to pick a season. Okay, let's check out the seasons. We have summer. Ooh, autumn is kind of a vibe. Olden. Oh, so that's kind of like a bit eerie, like a bit dark. Flowery. Or winter. Today's theme, Sun Temple. Okay, maybe we'll do that later, but for now, I'm kind of tempted to go for autumn. I mean, I'm also... Oh, let's do the daily theme. Let's just go for it. Welcome to Tiny Daily. We know from personal experience that sometimes you need a bit of inspiration to get doodling. Each day we'll share a new theme and it's a starting glade. Today's theme is Sun Temple. Let's see what you can make with it. Oh, I love that. They give you like a little prompt to help you get started. There is no goal to this game. Like, there is no, you need to, you know, build something because you have to do combat, or it's literally just a sandbox drawing castle design game. So it is very, very focused on just being ultra cozy. That's basically the whole goal. Just relax, kind of like building in The Sims. Although with The Sims, you would also play in your house potentially. With this one, it's purely just the building. And I think it's going to be really fun. Let's do a little spin. Ooh, this is beautiful. So I think there's like a lot of things that you can do. So there's like different things that we can get from the castle building. We can do different paths. I think narrow or small. There's like different additions, different types of like windows and cracks and lights and banners and chimneys. We can paint things if we want. Then there is, we can erase things, I guess. We can change the terrain, add flowers and stuff, add trees, add water, and we can take a picture and we can, I think, change... Ooh, we can change the time of day. Stop. Look at the light. Oh, this is so satisfying. Also, the time actually passes, so we can actually like lock it or unlock it. For now, I'll just lock it so that we'll have this lighting all along, but maybe eventually it could be fun to have the time pass as well. Okay, so where do we go from here? Ooh. Oh, so these are all like different pieces. Okay. Okay, I almost feel like because there's already something here, it's like hard for me to continue building this. Does that make sense? Okay, I almost feel like tempted to build like a little house up here. This almost looks like a little bridge. Does that make sense? Oh, interesting. So that would make stairs or a path? Oh. Okay. I'm just trying out the tools, by the way. So at this point, I'm probably doing things that make absolutely zero sense. Just to kind of experience what we can do. It does feel a little bit like building in abstract mode, yeah. But see, like, how... I don't know how to... Oh, there's so many tools. I feel a little bit confused. Yeah, just messing around and seeing what happens. But I have to admit, I'm kind of like... Because there's already so many things here, I almost feel like more overwhelmed than if I just start like with a blank slate. I might actually do that anyways. Game. Tutorial. Contextual tutorials. Can I reset it? I'm sure. Tutorials have been reset. Okay, so then I should get like all the tutorials, I guess. Again, is a small diorama builder where you doodle whimsical castles, blah, blah, blah. Try drawing a path through a wall. Well, then first we need a wall, I think. So let's draw a wall. I see there technically is already a path, so maybe I get rid of the path first. Okay, so it automatically deletes itself, basically. So now there's no longer a path. We can do the... okay, if we click on that, it deselects the tool. We move the camera with this or with this. We can rotate like this, but I also set up some buttons on my keyboard already to rotate. So now we need to draw a path through the wall. Whee! Let's actually get the path going, like from one part of the valley. Wait! Hold on. Oh, I can make this plot so much bigger. See the white line? All the trees, we could get rid of that. I mean, I'm not going to do that right now because that would be overwhelming. But like, we could. We have so much more space to build. So now we have the path through the wall. I kind of feel like the wall should be in a different place. Okay, but let's see. If we have the wall tool. That is satisfying. You can just draw. Did you see what Oh, I want to do that all night. That is such a good sound. Never understood ASMR, but now I do. This is some real good game ASMR. Okay, but if I snap it to this... Ooh, it kind of like goes through the wall. Okay. Let's go back. Let's go back. Because I didn't necessarily want it to go through the wall. I was just interested in what it would do. Because I kind of like the idea of it being in this corner. Ooh, we can give it a really tall roof. Show all editing controls. Wait, that's so many. Okay, so we can turn the roof. We can change the type of the roof. Hold on. Okay, I like myself a good roof like this. Make it higher or lower. Rotate it like that. We can make this... Oh, let's make a tower. That's the sound of your knees. Oh, no. How did you show all the editing controls? By right-clicking on it. So, like, you can turn it off and then you just get, like, the simple editing controls. Oh, it's so... The sound. Okay, I feel like it should be a little bit shorter. It's also... I created the weirdest of shapes with the walls, by the way. Wait, can I do... It can go, like, over the... Obviously, that's not what I'm gonna do, because that looks silly, but... Interesting. Okay, so if we grab a window... That is so cute. The sounds in this game are phenomenal. I knew I would like the sounds because I've heard them a little bit before, but this just it just keeps getting better. No, hold on. I wanted to place it over here, but like I want to make a really small one. How do I? Ooh. Look, now they actually connect. Okay, wait. I placed this lamp, but I wanted to... How do I rotate the lamp? Oh, now I can. Okay, there we go. Can you move items? Yeah, then we move it, and then we can rotate it. Ah. That actually makes a lot of sense, you know? I was already wondering what the white dot in the UI was for, but I guess we now know. The sheep? I know. Hold on, hold on. You can pet the sheep if you get close. It makes me so happy. Ooh, ah, no. Just trying to get... Like, tell me this game is not the cutest ever. I remember seeing the first, like, ads for it and remembering thinking to myself, like, I need this, like, yesterday. And they will just wobble about. Like, the sheep will just walk around here. I would like to make it taller. There we go. I also think I need more windows. Hold on. No, I want the bigger ones. This one. And then we definitely need to add a couple of windows to the tower. Which I guess is kind of nice. Wait. Oh, that's cute. Look, it creates a little laundry line. Look, it also automatically adds little things. If you add like windows to the side and stuff, it will add like little decoration. Okay, I also want to do... for now, I'm just testing out some things. So I want to try and paint it. Oh, wait, there's so many options. Oh, this is so different compared to the demo. I like the brick ones. Maybe I want to do... I like that one, like the darker one, maybe. We can also go for like different bricks. Then there's a little bit of contrast. I think that might be cute. Although the yellow is also like very nice, but I feel like it's a little... It's not contrastful enough. Oh wait, that's the... I'm trying to paint the tower. Hold on. There are styles that show even more painting options. Wait, what do you mean there are styles? Meant to select this one. And then for the roof... Wait, I just realized. I want to do... Oh, wait. If we add this, we can change the color of that too individually. How about we go for a yellow tower with like darker accent? Yes, it's very nice that the trees zoom in and out. Like a darker trim. I do want to change the color of the roof because right now I don't feel like I'm vibing with what we have for this color combination. I might go for like this more like blackish one. Although I really like the dual toned one. we could like play around a bit. We can have like little bits of different roofs. But considering the landscape is already so like yellow and stuff, maybe delete. No, but I kind of like the wall. I kind of like the idea of it being like weirdly shaped because that creates some sort of interest in building it. Can I rotate this? I can change the shape. I feel like we need another tower over here. Oh, you rotate. You can place and rotate or rotate with the camera. Okay. I want to see if I can do... Can you do square towers? I guess you just use this one and then make it like really like one wide, I guess. Left control. Let's disable snapping for now because I want to put it in the corner here. And then I want to make this tall. There we go. That looks more like it. And look, that's another tower, so we can keep it the yellow. But this one maybe can have like these windows. I also know that you can snap windows together and it will create like a bigger window. I've seen that in the little tutorial. Here we go. Ooh. Wait, that's cute. I wanna get that. There we go. Like the little laundry line. It adds a bit of a weird window there, I'm not gonna lie. But at the same time, it looks cute enough that I'll sacrifice it. I think it would look good if... Hold on. Can I change this to a lighter brick? Maybe not. Maybe the yellow brick. And then I kind of want to add... like a second floor. So this corner. There we go. Then I would like to make the roof like a little lower. That's cute. Like now it actually becomes like a little walkway. I feel like since this is just our first experiment and like I don't really have a vision. Of course, when we're gonna... This is just the first build of today, but I think I'm gonna do like... You know, this is just one and then we're gonna definitely do more. Ooh, we can also build trees inside the walls. Hold on. But that looks cozy. I like that. It's a very fluffy tree. Okay, I want to create 2 of those big windows. I feel like this would be where maybe the main dining hall or something is. Ooh, we can go like that a little bit. Like it comes out. Also, there's a door here. That's interesting. Did I add that door there? I don't remember that I did. Stop. Hold on. There's a bird sitting on the sheep. Did you see that? There was a bird on the sheep head. Mandatory sheep pet. Did I add the door in there? I didn't add that door. It's hard to see because of the wall. Why is there a door here? It gets automatically created when you put a path to it. Wait, there's a, is it touching the path? Oh, there's a piece of pathway here. Hold on. That could be cute though. I mean, we could have a little pathway that kind of like goes over there. Hold on. Like if we drag this out a little bit. And the path can go like this. Like a little double door. And then maybe we can have some flowers over here. And like some flowers off of here on the side. And now that became just like a really cutesy little courtyard. We also... can put a banner on the side because obviously that is the side of the castle. So, and then I think we should have those at the top as well. There we go. Can we change? You can change the color of the flag. That's really cute. Hold on. I'm going to go for pink. No. Later, we're going to go for pink. Later, I'm going to build a girly pop castle. I already know the next thing we're going to try. That's going to be a girly pop castle. The sheep is flying. Wait, where? Hold on. This game is gonna make me cry, but like in the best way possible. You can pet it when it's flying. I love this game so much. I love this game with my whole heart, and I've only played it for like how long have I been playing? 20 minutes or something? This is amazing. Oh, it's like a little hole in the wall. Oh, there we go. It's like also kind of like a window, but like a really small one. Or for pew-pewing the enemy. Yes, exactly. Wait, also, does it work? You're telling me that you can even customize the windows? That is amazing. Make it nighttime. Wait, the lights went on and then they went off again. Or are they on and is it because of my lighting? Oh, yeah, you don't really see. There we go. There's also so many photo options, by the way. Actually wild. You can change the light inside too. Wait. Yeah, the focus changes. I do feel like you need to have a pretty good graphics card for the focus changes. Like I have it on, but it did ask me in the beginning, like it was advising me that if it was running too heavily on my PC that I could turn that off. Like the field of death. But they're having a party in this room. Look, they have RGB lighting on. Oh, now I'm in first person. The camera on the legs. I mean, it is very explanatory what it does. Look, we're entering our little build. This is the little castle that we just made. This is so cute. Is the sheep somewhere over here? I want to see the sheep. You can also go into the woods. Look, it's very dark, by the way. Should we quickly change the time of day? And then go into first person Look, now we can see it in daytime. Look at my little castle. This is awesome. Like it's just so good. Look at the little sunflower. Walking around sneaky little corner. No, this is where people go to hide and kiss. A cozy version of Game of Thrones. That is so true, yes. It is a cozy version of Game of Thrones. That is genuinely what it feels like. Okay, let's continue building. I want to finish this weird build. You know what? I want to do the water thing. The ducks immediately go into the water. Stop. Okay, but look, now we actually have like a little pond as well. And then I feel like this corner needs another tree. Oh, the tree would go if we place it there. Okay. Does that make sense? I think we can place it like this. But I would just change that a little bit then. And maybe make that a little... Does that make sense for make it a little bit... No, I think that should be a little bit higher. There we go. I want to make like a little bump out in the front. Kind of like so. But then a little bit wider. That's cute, I think. I kind of want to make that lower. Yeah. That's what I want. And then I want to have like a little pathway going to it so that there's a door there. That's cute. I can do like a... Oh, that's cute. Maybe we can do some more flowers over here. Ooh, that just created tall flowers and then a whole bunch of flowers. That was... Hold on. No, I like the flowers. No, why can it not stay low? No! I don't want to... I don't want the intense flowers. That's too much. Can the water go... No, so then the whole wall sinks. I was thinking like it would be fun if you could... Does that work if I add a pathway there? But like, can I then also add the water? No, I don't think so. Unless maybe if it's really narrow. That's actually pretty cute. Do you guys like that? Is that cute or is that weird? Like, I'm not sure. I mean, let's be real. This build is kind of weird anyways. So, ooh, big tree. Oh, I like that. That's cute. Maybe we just accept it. And then maybe we add like a little fence around it. To make sure that people that are coming from the side cannot actually, like, you know, enter through this gate. But now the ducks can kind of like swim underneath. They have their own gate into the castle. Okay, I like that a lot. I want more flowers, by the way. Okay, maybe not that much. Why does it add all the big bushes? Can you change the bushes? No, okay. So I guess it's just that's the flowers that we're dealing with. It's so cute, but it's just it feels like so heavy, like so heavy, so many flowers. Maybe I think, you know, let's do some fun pictures of this. But then I'm also okay with like maybe changing and starting something new, because obviously this was a bit of a test, you know, a trial and error, so to say, to just get into the game and kind of figure out the controls. But now that I know the controls, I would like to do something, you know, maybe a little bit more with a plan. Wait, what mode is this? This looks like a painting. Like a little oil painting. I guess it's like marmor, yeah. Can you stack them? Oh, you can. That's weird. I'm curious what this does. I'm like not really seeing it. Oh, look, there's filters as well. Oh, you can make it very colorful. Very dark. Oh, very contrasty, very light. You can tweak so much in terms of the settings. That's amazing. Just zoom in. I like that there's reset buttons. That makes it very easy. Oh, look at it from the top. That's actually cute. Yeah, it's like a filter. It's like a little filter. Look at it from the top. My build looks so weird. I love it. This is the most random thing I've ever created. It's very uniquely shaped. Yeah. It's very strange. I like this, but I want a little less depth of field. There we go. If you look at it like this, it really looks like a diorama. For anyone, for all the Dutchies here, does this game not give you a little bit of like the diorama vibes from Efteling? It looks like a mushroom from the top. Oh my god, it does. I've created a mushroom castle. Okay, let's actually start a new build. I think this will save, right? It automatically saves. If you load, what I'm curious, like... Okay, so it has this one. Oh, okay, this is our first weird build. I think we can delete that. We can delete that glade. This is, I think, default glades, but I'll leave those here. I'll leave those here. But that's nice to know, because then we can just load a new one. And I think for the... I think we have to go to flowery. If I'm gonna do like a princessy pink build, I'm gonna make a little bit more space for myself for this one. Oh, sad. If I make a path on this, yeah, it creates like a little stair. That's what I wanted. There we go. I feel like maybe we can make that part too high, like so. And then the pathway can kind of continue like this. So then it would go down here. And the path goes like so. Up to here. There we go. Let's add it like so. I think. Then I want to change the roof. Does that make... Do I like that? I think that makes sense, but I think it should go like this. No, I think the building should be that tall. The roof should just be lower. There we go. That should have a round tower. But like big one. Like that. That cute? I think so. I want to make like a cutesy little village or something. So that could be like a small little house. Okay, adding the chimneys makes it look so cozy. Ah, sometimes I struggle a little bit with the camera. Wait, hold up, hold up. I want to use this one and delete the chimney. And then I want to place it like to the side over here. That's cute. I like that. Also, sorry, I want to pet the sheep every single time I see it. Yes, a little garden. Oh my god, that'd be so cute. We can do that, I think. Just like so. And then that could be like a little shared garden between the houses. I think if we put like a teeny tiny path in front of here, it will add a door. Look. Okay, that's not a great door. Why is that door so low? There we go. That was a really weird... No! Really weird goblin door. And then maybe we can add a tree in their garden. And like some flowers. Okay, maybe not in the middle of the garden. There we go. That's like a little garden for the two houses. And then I feel like we can continue the pathway. Kind of like... Maybe we can go this way. And then the path can kind of like go off to this side. Where it will actually like... hold on. Like go to the door over there. And then go to the door over there. And then I think we can add another tree over here. So. Look, I found the setting. I found the setting to actually make smaller flowers. Should have, you know, guessed before that that was an option. Maybe we can have like a little pond over here. Just like a small one next to the house. I feel like this is like the one on the hill is going to kind of be like the main castle. And then I'm just going to make like a little village around it. So I feel like I should probably continue the castle build. I'm just realizing the roof here is not correct. Let's go in. There we go. Let's do it like this. And then maybe we can put another really tall tower over here. Like so. And then I like the idea of kind of doing sort of like an overhang over here. Which goes like that. having another tower there does kind of intrigue me. I'm not gonna lie. It gives it this like castle-esque vibe. And then I know we can also make it like a little bit like this. I think that's cute. Okay, that's pretty. And then I think it should also have like a little bump here. I feel like this is a good castle so far. You could do with another like small round tower here, maybe. Let's make it a little bit smaller and a little bit taller. I think the castle definitely needs another chimney. And then I said I wanted to make this like a pink purple castle. So let's change the roofs to being purple. Maybe we can leave the green towers. I feel like that actually kind of fits with the purple. And then I want to make the castle itself. I want to have that on the bump outs. Let's see. Maybe on that one too. Oh, I just realized that roof needs to be purple too. I could go for like a pink brick and then have that just be... No, I might actually go for this pink anyways, but then just have the lines, the details over here. Ooh, that could be purple. And then maybe the main building can keep that. I actually kind of like the default brick though. I like the details. So maybe I might just keep that. But then just make the bump outs pink. Like we could have a pink tower. No, I maybe like the lighter one better. Fits a bit more with the rest of the castle. So maybe I need to change that here too. That tree there is perfect. Okay, love that. Definitely need to add windows and stuff later as well, but I'm just trying to like add some color and detail to it now. But I really like that. I think this could be the stables. You guys wanted stables, right? So maybe this can be it. I feel like this tower should be a little bit smaller. Yeah. That's like the grain tower. Okay, I think I'm just gonna add some windows to all the things we already have. I think that's gonna make it look a bit better. So let's start with the small houses. Okay, we have the door over there. We have a lot of clutter and stuff at the walkway already. I'm gonna give this one a bit of a bigger window. Go. And maybe this one can also have like the nice roof window. Although, you know what? Maybe these fancy ones on the roof are a bit too fancy for just a small folk townhome, but we can do these ones. We can still create like a bit of bigger dormers. There we go. Oh, we can even make the fence higher and lower. I didn't know that. That's so nice. Okay, I'm really liking how this is coming together so far. Okay, so the houses now have their windows. I feel like this barn... it's annoying me that the door's not in the middle, but... going to accept it. I think I want to make the pathway a bit wider so that the door becomes bigger. Because then it feels more like, yeah, that works way better. No, that window is far too chic for this being a barn. I keep pressing escape instead of right-clicking to get rid of my tool. There we go. Let's see. We can have some windows over here as well to the side. Maybe actually I want to get rid of those windows. Maybe just the window at the top. I feel like this would be a silo to store like all of the grain. Maybe that is like, you know, for feeding the animals that are in the barn. So then I feel like it doesn't make a lot of sense to have windows in there. So maybe I'm not going to give it windows. I will add windows to the side of the barn here. Although you can't really go inside, so it's not like you will see it, but still. Maybe we can do like a bigger window. Ooh, I like it. Keep pressing escape. There we go. That looks cute. I like that with a little bench as well. I feel like right now this in between is a bit of a weird space, so maybe we just add a bunch of trees there. Yeah, that works. That's nice. Fills up the space. Creates that nice border. Okay, so that's the main castle now. That's like the barn that belongs to it. And then here we have our first houses. I feel like maybe there should be a wall around the castle, to be honest. Trying to figure out how I would like go about that wall. Maybe it can go from like here. Kind of go around like that. Kind of marking the start of the castle grounds, basically. And then the house that is over here, just really lucky because it has a garden basically within the castle grounds. Because I feel like that makes more sense than drawing the wall over here. That's going to create this really weird separation. And then I feel like this has a bit of a weird connection. So putting a tree here might be nice. Kind of hide that corner. Kind of want to add a second tree on the other side as well. Yeah, perfect. That is cute and cozy, I think. And I think the castle wall should also have a different color. The blue is really cute. Hold on. Obsessed. Oh, we can change the top of the wall. Hold on. If we do that, I think it can be a lot lower. Do I like that? Maybe I do like that more than the one that's a bit wobbly. No, maybe. I think I like the wobbly one more. But then it needs to be higher again. Like that. There we go. And then I think it might be nice to have another big tree over here, kind of next to the gate. Yeah, that's cute. That's cute. And then I think we can have some more houses over here. Let's see. I want to add like a little... space to here in the front. And then we need a path that goes over there. So there's a door here. Another little house. Do you want to change the roof? Because I think only the castle is allowed to have the purple roof. That's cute, I think. No, I didn't want to drag it up. Then rotate it. There we go. Kind of want to make that a little bit like that, maybe. That could be cute, I think. Yeah, that's cute. Okay, let me add some windows over here, too. Oh, that's cute that it adds that next to it. I like that. That is very adorbs. I think we could do with, like, some flowers over here as well. Yeah, that's nice. I like this. Oh, imagine just living in these houses. I think that's really cozy. Let's put a big tree here in the back. I'm kind of obsessed with this little place. Like, you know, right next to the water. Right next to the walkway, the gate into the castle grounds. It's just the little houses. Looks like they'd be drafty. I feel like everything in this game looks like it will be drafty, to be honest. We can add another part of the town that is like a bit higher, I think. No, that was too close. Like another elevated part, I guess. Let's see. For the stairs, I think it would make sense if they're over here. Because then you kind of create like this middle part over here. I think that's cute. I wish we had, what is that called in English? Like one of those direction boards that we could put in the middle over here. So it tells you like which road to take where. That'd be super cute. Oh, we can make it more steep like that as well. Interesting. That's not what I wanted to do. Hold on. Oh, you can make it very smooth and very steep. You can have a little house over there. And a little house over here. Let's make a tall house as well. That could be fun. What I'm doing right now, by the way, would never happen realistically. I'm just realizing this. Realistically, if... I don't know why I know this fact, by the way. Literally have no clue. But for cityscape design and line of sight, like in the olden days, houses were not allowed to be as tall or the same height as a castle. Oh, you can even get rid of the roof entirely. Interesting. Just trying to make like a little bump out in the house. Oh, that looks cute. I like it. I feel like that house could have a back part. That was... Ooh, it could have a balcony. That's cute. Let's go for that. Yes. Nothing was allowed to be taller than the Parliament house on Parliament Hill. Yeah, I feel like it's actually a very common thing to have like limitations on. It still happens a lot, like limitations on where and how you're allowed to build. But I feel like specifically like that, being taller than something, that intrigues me. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is is gonna be like a little meadow over here. That could be for like the sheep, you know. And then the path can continue like so, and then there can be a door over there. And it can fork off over here. There can be a door over there. I think also... No, I want to just delete one piece. Oh, road. That is smart. Thank you. Oh, that's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Thank you. Yes. Amazing. That's like even better than I'd hoped. This game is... I keep being so amazed. Yes! Oh my god, little small pond. That would be super cute. Hold on. So that is a no. I don't think I can add a small pond because it's raised terrain. Okay, no small pond. That's not happening. See, you can literally, you can lower the terrain, but it won't add water there. That's interesting. Yeah, the water only works. I mean, it makes sense that you can only add the water on ground level. I feel like it is a sensible thing. Wait, if you add the window on the floor, it adds a door? How am I only finding that out now? That is amazing. This game keeps amazing me. I want to add like a little tower. A little extension, basically. That aligns with like the roof over there. Just hangs over. No, it needs to go... Ooh, it will go on stilts. Hold on, that's interesting. Hold on. No, I don't want it to go higher or lower. I want it to be taller and then go lower. There we go. Okay, maybe it doesn't have to line up properly. Maybe I should give up that... Oh, we can make it into a balcony. That could be cute. I feel like if I want to do this and make it look a little bit better, I'm going to have to... Yeah, I just have to extend that build a little bit. Now it looks like it makes a bit more sense. Can I then add a... Yo, that's amazing. Try to line that up a bit better. There we go. To just make a little bit more sense. That it's actually an entire floor. There we go. Now the door placement also makes a bit more sense. This is going to be a great game for me. Yes, get it. Get it, get it, get it. It's so good. I'm having so much fun. The chimneys. Shouldn't forget the chimneys. They add a lot of life to the build. I'm curious to see mine from the top right now. Look at that. That looks so cozy. I like that I didn't place the houses like very straight. Like everything's a little bit crooked. And I'm here for that. This game is now like... You know, I just know that I like it. I know that I like playing it on stream as well. Sometimes it's also, you know, discovering whether a game is a right fit for you to play on stream specifically. I think this one is definitely very cozy for stream. So maybe sometimes when I need a cozy stream, when you guys need a cozy stream, we can just boot up this game. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me.
Thank you so much for watching this video for my first time playing this game. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below if you did, if you're gonna play it yourself, and also if you would like to see me play it again. Also, if this is your type of content, feel free to check out my YouTube channel. I started out as a Sims 4 creator, but recently we've been diversifying a little bit, so it's basically just comfy games all over. If that sounds like your cup of tea, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell. And with all of that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, everyone!